Title: The Whispering Pines Mystery. The town of Whispering Pines sat quietly nestled among rolling hills and misty forests, with its population barely brushing 1,500. The town was the kind of place where everyone knew everyone and secrets had nowhere to hide, or so they thought. Detective Lila Monroe had returned to Whispering Pines not by choice, but by necessity. After a decade working homicide in Chicago, burnout and a botched case brought her back to her childhood home. She thought small-town life would be dull. She was wrong. It began on a Thursday morning in late October. The leaves were turning, painting the town in gold and crimson. At precisely 7:32 a.m., the body of Howard Clegg, the local antiques dealer, was found slumped over his desk, cold coffee on one side, a shattered porcelain figurine on the other. At first glance, it seemed like a heart attack. But Lila noticed things others didn't. The drawer half open with scratch marks, the broken lock on the back door, and the faint scent of lavender. Howard's wife hated lavender.
Ow.
Sheriff Tom O'Leary. A good man, but better at organizing the annual chili cook-off than conducting a murder investigation, called Lila in. He was a strange man, Tom said, squinting into the early morning sun. Kept to himself after his wife left him, but I can't imagine anyone wanted him dead. Lila crouched beside the desk. The figurine had been shattered deliberately. She could see the deliberate crack in the porcelain base. A tiny metal key protruded from one of the pieces. She turned it over. Looks like someone wanted what was inside. Over the next few days, Lila dug deeper. She visited the antique store, interviewed the townspeople, and combed through Howard's home. A pattern began to emerge. Howard had been acquiring items with a specific emblem, a spiral symbol with 3 branches. Lila recognized it faintly from a history book, an ancient druidic symbol. Her investigation took her to the town's historical society, where she uncovered a journal written in the 1800s by the town's founder, Elias Greeley. In it, he detailed burying a trove of artifacts on the outskirts of town to keep them hidden from those who would use them wrongly. The journal's final entry ended mid-sentence. The spiral marks the way. But only the key from the figurine. That night, Lila returned to the antique shop. In the back room, she found a dusty old map hidden in a false panel. The spiral symbol was drawn beside a grove near Willow Creek. She took a flashlight and headed into the woods. In the grove, she found a stone circle half buried and overgrown. The key fit perfectly into a hollow near the base of one of the stones. A click, a grind of old gears, and a small compartment opened, revealing a wooden box. Inside, ancient coins, scrolls, and a ring with an inscription matching the symbol. As she turned the ring over, she heard the crunch of footsteps behind her. It was Martha Henley, the town librarian. "I didn't want to hurt him," she said, stepping forward, eyes gleaming. "But he was going to sell it all to collectors. It belongs here, to the town." Lila held up the box. "You killed a man to protect a legend." Martha wept. "Only meant to scare him. The tea. I didn't know he had a weak heart." The confession came quietly after that. A week later, Whispering Pines returned to its peaceful rhythm, but things were never quite the same. Lila stayed on, taking a permanent position with the sheriff's office. There were still secrets in the woods. She knew some buried deeper than any box or ring. But for now, the town could rest. So could she.